Those Damn Ross Kids is a podcast for adults, and the opinions expressed do not reflect the opinions of our employers or even ourselves. We'd like to hear from you. Give us a call at 419-528-TDRK to leave a voicemail, and we just may play it on the show.
Stop the metronome.
I did. I'm not on the microphone. There's nothing I can do. Chris, I'm not on the microphone, okay? Stop expecting so much of me. I can't be on the microphone all the time.
I was thinking about maybe like taking the movie Pi and making it about like some sort of orchestra conductor. And we would call it Stop the Metronome.
Mr. Holland's drill in the head. I'm not on the microphone, Chris.
Can you get on the microphone?
No, okay. It's a funny bit. That's my new bit. I'm not on the microphone guy.
Yeah. I'll get off your microphone.
Those Damn Ross Kids, a conversation between brothers, featuring Chris and Cole Ross.
Hey Chris, what episode is it?
Are we going to do that, really?
Yeah, we're going to do
there's
it.
No cold open.
No, we did it. We did it, Chris.
So you've already cut us.
Yes, I've already cut us. We're there.
Right. This is episode number 57 of the Internet Comedy Podcast.
Those Damn Ross Kids. My name is Cole.
And my name is Chris.
And we're here to entertain your asses. Welcome to hell, folks. Grab a ticket, grab a seat. Your turn will come up soon. You're waiting in line.
Now your ears are going to hurt because you just pulled podcasting duty.
Going to be here for about 45 minutes, and we're going to try and make everything go as not smooth as possible. Going to feel a couple of bumps. Going to feel a couple of off-color jokes.
Probably going to ooze red for a few days.
Hey, you know what? You guys see? Yeah, pink. There's pink.
That's normal.
A little bit of pink on the toilet paper. Nothing to worry about. Deep red or black. You know what? You got problems. That's all I'm saying, all right? That's all I'm saying. That is words to live by. That's the Science Zone mini, comma, colon, parentheses, hyphen, dash, ellipsis, health watch. Okay? Yeah. Hey, Chris, can you tell me a story?
About the time that the doctor asked me if I had washed my hands between finger painting and wiping my ass?
Chris, that's art, damn it.
Yeah, it really is.
Government calls it a biohazard. I call it art. Can't keep me down. This is the First Amendment, damn it. I will wipe my fingers on anything I want to.
I call it normal confusion.
I need help a lot. Please. Chris, tell me a story.
Dear God.
Read from your cards, Chris, please.
How is this going to work?
We're going to make it.
We're going
to force this to work.
How is this going to happen?
I don't know. You show me. Show me the way, Chris.
Dear God.
Dear God.
Dear God. A landlord in Cincinnati, Ohio, is found to have discriminated against a black girl. Wants to have the State Civil Rights Commission reconsider its decision. The initial decision was made after an investigation revealed that the landlord posted an iron sign on the gated entrance to the complex swimming pool that stated, "Public swimming pool, whites only." Several witnesses confirmed that the sign was posted, and the landlord indicated that she posted it because the girl used chemicals in her hair that would make the pool cloudy. Note card tab. Marco. Negro.
Oh, no. Oh, man. Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Do you hear that? Off in the distance?
The ACLU?
Oh. Who's that? A lighting on the fence post. Well, howdy, folks. I'm Jim Crow. What the fuck, man?
Hi, Jim Crow.
Well, I tell you, I got opinions about who can make soup with who, right?
Tell me more, Jim Crow.
Well, you see, they use chemicals in their hair with the pudding pie. See, no.
I was wondering where this is going. It's turned from like an episode of Keenan and Kel into Bill Cosby, and I don't know how that happened. But
yeah.
So is that a good burger?
He was strictly looking out for the pH balance of that pool, Chris. That's all he was doing.
Pool's a big investment.
He was not being reprehensible in any fashion. You know what?
Very good way to spend a Christmas bonus on a pool. But,
I want Justin Bieber with a bow on his big fat head so I can tell him what a sear-sucking, four-flushing... I forget how that goes, but... Referencing last episode and Christmas Vacation. Chris, it was Christmas recently.
Christmas.
Last week.
Is that an Annette Bening comedy?
Christmas recently. No, this guy's a shit stain. Tell him to get off my fucking planet.
Who is that?
I don't know who's Annette Bening. I don't understand.
Well, she was once hot, and then she married Warren Beatty.
The guy from Dick Tracy?
No. Yes. Not Roger Rabbit.
Okay. Yeah. Well, he was in Roger Rabbit, right?
So was Christina Hendricks.
Really?
No.
Oh, okay. All you have to do is say Christina Hendricks, and my ears just perk up, and other parts of me just perk up.
I don't know why.
She's curvy and just
you want to eat cream cheese with her. I don't know.
she's an attractive woman. I don't care. I don't care, Chris. I don't care. Christina Hendricks. Watch Firefly, damn it. Watch Firefly, god damn it. Okay.
Dump loads of queso in her mouth.
Oh man.
It's nothing, Marco Negro. You're not gonna...
Chris, I think we walked far enough down that road. Okay, we've established that we're let's get uncomfortable about race. Yes, Chris, Cincinnati, they's my people. They also wicked racist.
Well, for good reason.
Chris, it's Kentucky Light down there. Cincinnati, I love you. You've been good to me, but you're basically Kentucky Light.
I don't even know.
Certain parts of you, yeah.
Your graffiti artist tag name, Cottage Cheese Bandit?
Chris, a man in Portland, Oregon has been arrested after using toy lightsabers to assault customers at a Toys R Us. It was 10 p.m. when officers were dispatched to the scene where 3 customers were assaulted, but none injured because, Chris, they're toy lightsabers. Not real lightsabers. That would be ridiculous.
Did they tase him, bro?
He was swinging 2 of the swords and screaming nonsense when he exited into the parking lot where the police awaited him. Offers attempted to tase him, bro, several times, but it was not effective. Instead, he just used the lightsabers to break the wires. Holy shit. He was only taken down by a good old-fashioned bum's rush. A bunch of officers came and tackled him to the ground, screaming nonsense all the while. This guy is an American hero.
This is not a Black Friday story.
This is not a Black Friday story. I would say, you know what this does? This does qualify for the archaic weapons corner because Star Wars, Chris, took place in a galaxy far, far away a long, long time ago. Archaic, technically. It's so far into the future that it's the past, Chris. The future past. He gets it. He really does. He showed that... Late night Toys R Us, Chris. All bets are off. Those velvet ropes, they come down. All of the fidget toys, yeah. Skylanders, all the little Skylanders figurines, yep, they're all gone. All you got left is one dude screaming gibberish and 2 lightsabers and just a whole bucket full of fury. He gets it.
I can't even describe what's going on in my mind. I can't even do it.
Okay.
I can't.
Try.
He just stops fighting all of a sudden, pulls his pants down, throws his legs over his head, and begs officers to pull the cord. He has like 8 tampons soaked in vodka jammed up his ass.
Oh, so you're saying that this
and they just clown hanky him out of his butt.
Oh, so
that's what's going on in my mind.
Because your mind is a horrifying place.
It's really bad.
Clown hanky.
They're clown hanky and the vodka soaked tampons out of his butthole. That's where my mind was while you were talking.
Okay, all right. Remind me never to ask you what you're thinking again. Chris, let's walk away from that as quickly as possible. Tell me another story.
Sniffing a potential partner's scent could tell whether Mr. Right has a sexually transmitted disease. According to the Russian study that found that gonorrhea-infected men smelled putrid to a bevy of young ladies. Researchers invited 34 Russian men to donate samples of armpit sweat and spit for science. The group included 13 men with gonorrhea, 16 who were healthy, and 5 who had the disease but were successfully treated. After all of the women sniffed and responded, the researchers said, "We can conclude that unpleasant body odor of infected persons can reduce the probability of a dangerous partnership."
I've got 4 words for you, Chris. Correlation is not causation. Somebody who's walking around with the clap, he nasty. He can smell nasty.
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
Somebody who takes the effort, like, oh no, it's an honest mistake. Got the clap, got the drip, got the devil's stick sneeze. He goes, gets treated. He's an upstanding individual. But these swaggering seed bearers who are walking around with all manner of putrescence happening in their crotch region. You know what? They're going to smell bad anyway. Correlation is not causation. I call foul.
They only asked 76 women, so
Well, it's sample size. It doesn't have to be large. It just has to be statistically relevant,
of course,
or significant rather.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's like that bit in that the book Rant, where the one girl can taste cancer by going down on a lady. That's a good book. I like that book. Chuck Palahniuk. Rant. Buy it on Amazon through Duckfeed.tv/Amazon. Rant. Yeah.
Rant.
Okay. There we go. We had to get 5 in.
I listened to the first 10 minutes of that like 100 times.
But you never listened to the whole way through?
No.
That's a good book. I like that book.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's gross.
I don't know. But you can apparently smell, the nastiness on people.
Yeah.
So,
Chris.
So can I, wait, I just got to tell you, I forgot. I'm sorry. The name of that card, or the OneNote tab, however you want to look at it.
Okay.
Burning PU.
Attaboy.
Way to go, champ.
You deserve a medal. Chris, a pair of muggers in New York City went on a spree of attempting to shake down Columbia University students. Their simple demand, Chris? Hand over your iPhones. One victim only had a Droid, which the robbers refused, and instead demanded their cash. Another said she only had a BlackBerry, but the robbers said they didn't believe her, so they threw her against a fence and searched her. It's insulting. They don't want my BlackBerry, said one student. Now, Chris, I've had charges levied against me saying that I am an elitist because of my affinity for Apple products. But, Chris, dare I say that a preference that one shares with common criminals cannot, by its nature, be elitist. Therefore, I am vindicated.
You are aware of what you're wearing on a daily basis, right?
My uniform?
Yeah.
My black t-shirt and my jeans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your Apple products.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
The way that you carefully and methodically do everything.
Yeah, like a psycho.
Except for succeed.
I want to follow this train of thought to where it's going because I can't see it.
You're an elitist.
I'm riding backwards.
Think about it.
On this go-kart.
You're uncomfortable talking about religion, race, anything that actually has teeth.
Okay.
You don't want to touch.
Okay. Last time I touched something that got teeth, Chris, I got a wicked beaver attack on me. Just clamping down. They don't let go.
Yeah, but you're an elitist.
No. I think I'm just uncomfortable. I think you're confusing elitism with general discomfort with the world around me.
Answer this question. Are you better than me?
Oh, most certainly.
Elitist.
Chris, to be elitist, you have to be consider yourself to be a part of a class that is better than somebody else. I don't. I'm just one of you common folk. I just happen to believe that I'm better than you.
That's what an elitist would say.
What's that?
That's what an elitist would say.
Chris, if you would have asked me, do you think that you are better than people like me? That would have made me elitist. The answer I gave instead to the question that you asked just makes me a dick. And I won't argue with anybody calling me a dick. If somebody calls me elitist, I take issue. Gets my vinegar up.
Did you just correct me?
M's fighting words.
You just corrected me.
No, I just recontextualized your statement in order to make it more factually correct.
You are better than me.
Now you know it.
Yeah.
Chris,
What am I going to do?
tell me a story.
I just told you a story.
No, I just told you a story.
About what?
About the muggers with the iPhones.
Oh, that's right.
They only want iPhones because they sell for wicked high. For a lot of money. People only want iPhones.
Sorry, I forgot. I just generally
Just,
don't listen.
you started focusing on like why you hated me.
No, just what you talk about and who you are.
You were making a value judgment. You were just holding up a mirror. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, basically.
I do seriously only wear the same thing every day.
You do.
But then again, so do you. I've only ever seen you in that hoodie. So,
I'm lounging.
okay.
You're in the world. I don't choose to be in it. I'm here. I'm lounging.
Okay.
The first ever Muff March protest.
Okay.
It's a good thing you got the pop filter there.
Yeah. That was a particularly wet one, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. The first ever Muff March protest, organized by the UK Feminista group, was created as a backlash against designer vaginas.
Chris, is that vagina bedazzled?
Yes, it's vajazzled.
Was that designed by Coochie?
I think so.
Okay.
You got that coochie slot?
Jesus. Continue.
I don't know.
Continue.
Against designer vaginas that the organizers claim are a result, in part, of an intrusive, pornified culture that measures everyday women against porn stars. One protest representative is quoted as saying, "There is a growing concern among women that their genitals don't measure up to the ideal touted by the global pornography industry, which for the past 2 decades has been busy infiltrating mainstream society. In porn, removal of the pubic hair is the norm. And so we see this norm.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So we see this norm transferred into mainstream beauty practices. With removal of pubic hair, now standard, labia are more visible and open to scrutiny. Note card tab, nowhere to hide."
So they're not protesting
What you've done.
the removal of what do you mean?
What you've done.
What I've done?
Yeah.
What do you mean what I've done?
Well, this just takes it... Okay, assume that the labia is an animal. You've taken it out of its natural habitat in the bush.
I'm not going to give you that one.
And you brought it in. You did, though, because you laughed.
I did.
Okay, and you put it on display.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay. What you said, which you've done, like me personally?
No, what
With
you
my-
as in the pornified culture we're talking
Yeah,
about.
no. I mean, I think that. Okay, so they're not protesting the removal of pubic hair. They're protesting the gold standard of like what a
Like a
naked
like a
vagina would look like.
beautiful labia.
Oh, okay, yeah. No. There's a definite. Have you ever had somebody like a bunch of dudes talking about a lady and say, "Looks like an Arby's roast beef sandwich down there," right? Chris, high five my goddamn hand.
No, I'm busy getting horseradish.
Jesus Christ! No, no. I guess what I'm saying is, I get it. I get the protest of the pornified culture. Like I understand, but I think that is kind of more indicative of it's a symptom of a larger thing, which is like we're going to take everything that we have, we're going to make it more shallow and more just more superficial and just more exploitative in general. I don't know if porn is the catalyst for that. I tend to think that it's all part of like one general downward slide that we're all kind of like headed down. And I don't know if shaved vaginas are
There's nothing. Well,
harbingers of
the
doom.
shaving is only the fact that you're taking the.
Yeah,
You're decloaking.
You're unobscuring like what would be.
You're removing. You're
general.
removing Darth Vader's mask.
To show the flabby white old Anakin beneath it. No. I guess I don't know. I'm going to be playing into gender stereotypes here, but I don't imagine that anybody who gets to the point where they could in that situation see a vagina is displeased with it, right? Like why look a gift horse in the mouth unless you're a Trojan, right? It's like, you're not going to be on... Why are you giving me that look?
Because it fits. Say it again.
You're not going to look a
before
gift
that.
horse in the mouth unless you're a Trojan. Like the citizens of Troy, the Grecians, they took a gigantic horse and they put a bunch of people
Are you
inside
going to
of
have to
and
say
all
it
that.
again?
Condoms. Yeah.
All right.
No, I got it like the first time, but it was funnier if I dragged it out.
No, it wasn't actually.
No.
Would have been funny if you just ignored me, actually. So
I guess what I'm saying is, why be self-conscious? Because, that's a gift that can be shared. Because guess what? Dicks look wicked weird too. They look
say
sick.
welcome to our world.
What do you mean?
How long has porn been going on?
Forever? Like video porn, like all the way back to the
hardcore.
like a woman showing her ankles on like films in the Lumiere
No,
Brothers film.
just full blown hardcore choking and stuff.
Jesus.
Like 40 years, 50 years, something like that.
Like on VHS?
Any
Like film reels, like stag reels? Okay,
yeah,
let's
since the 70s, let's just say.
So let's say the 70s.
All right.
Like video pornography.
Since 1970, video pornography has been depicting penises that are very, very unrealistic for you, me, and any other man, really, to try to compare ourselves to.
Okay.
So, in my mind, these are just women being angry that they got what they asked for. Welcome to the world where you are judged, scrutinized, evaluated based on what it is you have and who you are.
I guess. I never thought of it like
Not what you can hide.
I guess what I'm saying is, we're either too ashamed of our bodies or not ashamed enough. We need to figure that out. Chris, the town of New Paris, Ohio is facing a huge budget crisis in these tough economic times. Or TTET for short. That's all capitalized. These tough economic times, right? Faced with state and federal cuts, they're going to cancel their contract with the power company and deactivate the town's streetlights. The move will save the town $17,000 per year, but critics say this could put the townspeople in jeopardy. So I'm going to be driving from Dayton to Columbus. Is there anywhere I could stop by? Any place? Do not stop in Murderville. What, you mean like New Paris? Oh, you mean Rapeton. Yeah. Like that. Okay. Yeah, don't stop in Rapeton. No lights there at night. Everybody just knew the worst side. They held the dark mirror up to a society.
This is a white people town, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
But Chris, white people with the lights off, they're going to do wicked stuff too.
To their children,
Awful
mostly.
things. Awful things.
Yeah.
You're going to be walking around Walmarts making meth. It's bad news.
I don't consider those people white. I don't.
Mole people. Mole people.
Why did
just
you
walk
pick
around
that
making
story?
meth.
Where did you think that was going to go?
I picked it because
Things
it's
that
like,
happen in the dark?
no, it's just ridiculous because okay, $17,000. So if everybody in that town realistically pitched in $150 per year to keep those lights on, they'd be fine. But instead, no, they don't. We're going to have to turn the lights off.
Well, they pay taxes.
Yeah. And they could pay another $150 in taxes.
Where does it end?
What's that?
Where does it end?
It ends with people not being raped and murdered in the street at night.
So if you pay enough taxes, that'll go away.
No, I guess what I'm saying is if you pay enough taxes, the lights will be on.
Which will stop that problem?
Which will make it less easy for people to rape and murder people because those are crimes of opportunity. And
I don't
fewer
like
opportunities will be presented if the lights are on.
I just don't like that type of argumentative style. I really don't. Well, it's a blue fig Newton.
As opposed to a red herring?
Yes.
Okay. Chris, tell me a story.
Is it this episode we talked about you being better than me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's confusing for you.
You ever use a neti pot?
No, I haven't. But I have attempted to, when I've been really congested, I've attempted to do the home neti pot.
Do you eat? What is that?
Well, it's where you get lukewarm water in your hands, cupped up in your hands, I'm going to take a drink from the faucet, that kind of thing. Yeah. And you hold it there. I'm going to attempt to do this on mic. And you bring your nose down to it and you aspirate it. It's like... You suck it up through your nose, and then it pours down, and
You just snort you snort a handful.
you snort a handful of water. Yeah, like that's how you can do that without a neti pot. I understand neti pots like they actually like work.
Well, what I'm going to ask you to do is to not do what you just described.
Why?
Because the Louisiana State Health Department has issued a warning about the dangers of improperly using nasal irrigation devices called neti pots, or your do-it-yourself neti pot, okay?
Okay.
Both of the victims who have died are believed to have filled their neti pots with tap water instead of the manufacturer-recommended distilled water. When they used these pots to force water up their noses and flush out their sinus cavities, a deadly amoeba living in the tap water worked its way from their sinuses into their brains and infected the victims with a neurological disease that rapidly destroys neural tissue and typically kills sufferers within days.
Oh no.
Brains.
That's horrifying, Chris.
Yeah, don't do that.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
You said you're tempted to do it. You didn't say you did it.
Right, it was awful. It hurt, so I stopped.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't do that.
Don't do that.
No.
Don't do that. No, neti pots. Those are like the one of the few of those things that actually like works.
No, it doesn't
From what I
work. It
understand.
kills you.
if you do it wrong. But like there are some of those things like The Secret where it doesn't do anything, or like ear candling, which will set your head on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, or parachuting.
What's parachuting?
Things that if you do it wrong will kill you.
Okay. Chris, a Navy shipbuilder in Maine had to shut down after receiving a shipment of parts from California that was infested with over 24 black widow spiders. Exterminators were called in to eliminate the arachnids. Now that's the end of the story, but I just wanted to share the name that I have on my simple note tab here. Here, have these spiders. Just have them. Just have a bunch of these spiders, Chris. Take them.
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Chris, this is biological warfare. They're just trying to build some ships. But no, it said spider attack.
I feel like using your headphone cable as a garrote. Actually.
Against me?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it didn't make any sense.
No?
Here, have these spiders.
Here, just take them. They're yours.
I didn't get it.
I just like the idea because they infested the entire shipyard. So they had to call it gold.
Gold. That was a rough one. I'm glad it's just you here. I'm glad it's not a crowd. Don't I have tomato on my face?
God.
I didn't get it. It didn't.
All right, didn't resonate. It's a comical situation. People could have died, therefore it's hilarious.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like ice skating on a frying pan with sticks of butter strapped to your feet?
What's that from?
I don't know. It's just a comical situation.
No, isn't that it's Family Guy? You're referencing Family Guy.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is.
No, it's not.
And what if I made best friends with Paul Bunyan and I ice skated on the frying pan with some sticks of butter on my feet to make his flapjacks?
Is that what that's from?
I love Family Guy.
Why Paul Bunyan?
Oh, I love Family Guy.
Is that from Family Guy?
That's from Family Guy.
I think I thought of that first.
Okay.
That's why it's so funny.
I love South Park.
Because they steal my ideas.
I love South Park. They have this great thing where like the answer is always in the middle and it's like vaguely libertarian. Okay. I'm just doing a character. I love things guy.
What else do you love? I hope you like getting punched in the dick.
It's just that laugh. That's the heart of the character. Is that laugh. Okay, so you didn't like that. So you didn't like the spiders, Chris.
I didn't get it.
You didn't get it. It's like, hey, I'm gonna build a ship here. Let me order some parts from California. Boop, 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 boop. Here are these parts in a box. 4 weeks later, I'm gonna open this. Spiders. That's it. That's it. It's simple, Chris. It's elegant. That's why you don't like it, because you're a fucking cretin.
What was that?
I think it was a ghost.
Stop moving. A 59-year-old Baltimore woman's breast implant was swallowed by her body during a Pilates stretching exercise, forcing her to go under the knife to have it retrieved and reinserted. What likely happened in this instance is that the breast implant was placed under the chest muscle and on top of the ribs. When the patient stretched during Pilates, the pectoralis muscle likely contracted and pushed the implant through the space between her ribs. The weakened scar tissue was easily torn, and the strength of the pectoralis muscle pushed the implant deep into her chest.
I'm just picturing like them trying to find this, like that scene from Alien where they're tracking the thing through the ducts. Oh no, it's by the pancreas. Run, run. I can't turn around. I'm in a vent. See, it's funny if you presuppose that you've ever seen the movie Alien, but you haven't.
I don't know what that is.
I'm mortified in the most pure sense of the word, like the actual meaning of the word, by anything that reminds me of the mechanical nature of my body. Because what this is presupposing is that like just we're layers upon layers of shit, and they put this in the wrong layer of the shit, and now it's like wandering around. It's like it's like between these two things, these two sheaths that are wrapped around our body.
Now our boobs look like shit.
Well, they found it and they tried to get away. But they caught it.
For some reason, when I read this story, all I thought about was VH1 pop-up video.
Okay.
I don't know why, but that noise.
Bloop, bloop.
And then it just mixed with like the Popeye after he drinks the spinach.
You just about ruined your countertop. Okay.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
you just pat.
Yeah.
Throw your boob around your body inside yourself.
Pop, pop, breast implant.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know. Just made sense to me.
Yeah. Okay, so do you realize that your body is essentially a tube?
Yes.
I mean, not just like in shape, but there's all the stuff that's like outside of you. But then there are these two parts of you at both ends that kind of like go in, and like your digestive system and everything is part of your skin. So if you were to model your body, it's like, you know, like here's my thing, but then like everything is like a torus that goes down all around you. So your insides, like your guts, they're technically outside of you, right? The interior portion. So like when something passes through you, it like passes through you. That weirds me out to like no end. Shit you eat and shit you drink is still outside of you.
How so?
Do I need to draw you a picture?
I don't get it. How it's outside of you? It's inside me.
No, it's like concealed, but like inside of you is like your bones and your muscle and things like that. But it, your digestive system is still like exposed to the elements. It's still like you're a tube that passes through. It's not inside of you. You're like glands and your muscles and shit.
So like we are the ozone layer, and there's all that stuff happening inside of us.
I think.
And then there's a windsock. Mm-hmm. And that's your butt.
Yeah. Your butt is a windsock, Chris, just flapping in the breeze.
Okay.
Just flapping in that stinky, stinky breeze. Chris, 4 students at a Long Island high school were given 1-day suspensions for Tebowing in the hallways for 3 days straight. Tebowing is the act of dropping to one knee and placing your forehead against your propped up fist, named for the signature move of football player Tim Tebow, a noted Christian. They weren't suspended for the religious implications of their actions. No. They did it just because they thought it was funny, which it is. However, they were suspended because it created a, quote, dangerous situation and blocked the hallway. Tim Tebow, he's a football player.
He does play football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He throws the old pig fat around.
The oblong lacer.
Yeah. Yeah. He runs to Enfields. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
He throws footballs through the goalposts. Yeah.
Yeah. What he does.
Yeah. Does he attempt to avoid like the line persons? Yeah.
Yeah, he plays for the
He plays for the G's? Yeah.
No, he plays for the Colorado Young Horses.
He plays for the G's. For
Colorado
Jesus.
Colorado Young Horses.
He's only on one team, and that is the Lord. Because I think that religion has about as much place in our sports as it does in our government. Like our politicians.
Oh, really? You think it should be
fun.
on everybody's money?
Oh, yeah. Everything. Let's get Tim Tebow on our dollar bill.
They probably will.
Yeah.
When each state breaks away and Colorado makes its own money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Is he even from Colorado?
No. I don't know where he's from.
He plays football, right?
Yes, he does.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you got kids idolizing him across the nation. They're reenacting him. He's obviously being a good influence on them.
He's
getting them in trouble.
He was here for a while, and then he left and came back.
That one weekend, the weekend, but he came back on the draft. Stronger than ever, saving us all.
He was here like 2,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Then he left and came back.
Yeah.
To save Denver.
See, if it was Boulder, I can make a reference to the stand, but I'm well out of my bailiwick here.
What is that?
My jurisdiction, my area.
I don't know what a bailiwick. Yeah,
my area of like
a bailiwick is a dog penis or something.
my purview, the things that I understand and can comment smartly upon. I'm just gonna
You're not really in there very often, are you?
You're being very antagonistic, Chris.
Oh, no, I'm not. I said I'm not.
Chris, tell me a story. Oh, this is your last one.
Thank God. A recent study shows that the dance floor is the most likely place for fights to break out inside a large drinking establishment. The findings suggest that roughly 20% of the most harmful incidents took place on the floor itself. Another 13% of them occurred near it. The research published in the, and I'm going to subscribe to this, journal Drug and Alcohol Review.
Why don't I have a subscription to this?
Looked at hotspots for aggression inside bars and clubs. While the dance floor was the number one hotspot for aggression, the space near the serving bar was second. The tables came in third, followed by the hallways, aisles, and stairs in fourth. The entrance was fifth, and the pool tables were sixth. Although only 4% of the incidents took place at pool tables, the area had a high rate of barroom brawls, likely brought on by people's competitive juices mixing with alcohol.
Highly competitive juices.
Delicious.
Highly competitive juices. Chris, can I tell you a story?
Okay.
You know, I see a man in the back, and as a matter of fact, his eyes are as red as the sun. And the girl in the corner, she let no one ignore her, because she thinks she's the passionate one. Oh, yeah. It's like lightning, Chris. Everybody was fighting, and the music was soothing. But they all started grooving. Yeah. And the man in the back said, everyone attack, and it turned into a ballroom blitz. So, yeah, that's the joke that I'm making.
Fancy Don't Let Me Down.
I don't understand.
It's a Reba McEntire song.
Okay.
About whoring out your daughter.
Oh, no. That's awful.
Yeah. Oh. After her band died in the car crash, she had to.
Oh, did her band die in a car crash?
Every one of them pretty much did. Yeah.
Oh, separate incidences?
No, all of them were in the same one.
Oh, yeah. And she like didn't make it as like a Glenn Miller kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he always flew separate from the rest of the band and the entire band.
Who's Glenn Miller?
He's a big band guy. Back in World War II, he was out doing USO shows, and everybody died except for him. And so he rebuilt the band in their honor.
So he died.
No, yeah, he was very old. No, he's gone. He didn't die in a plane crash. I think he was shot.
Okay, so what about the other Glenn?
Glenn Beck?
No. The other Ross.
Glenn, Gary. Well, you sign on the line that is dotted.
Two Glens.
Oh. Yeah, two Glens, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Really makes you think.
Yeah, it does.
You hate me. Hey, Chris, can we take a quick detour?
Yeah, go ahead.
To... Double down on that. It'll be a while. Oh, man. Gregor, please. A drink for the man? All right. Gregor's our bartender.
He only serves Grey Goose.
Gregor's Grey Goose. Chris, residents of a small Utah town of St. George were horrified when thousands of birds dive-bombed the city's parking lots. Quote, thousands came down. They came down everywhere, said one horrified onlooker. The birds were eared grebes, that's the species name, on a migration from Canada. They are water birds, and it's assumed that they thought the snow-covered parking lots were lakes. Okay, now the problem is, these birds are great swimmers, but their legs are unsuited to walking on land because they're situated very far back on their bodies. Don't like that, please. Meaning they can't take off and fly unless they do so from a body of water. A large rescue effort was mobilized to scoop the birds up and deposit them into nearby lakes and ponds. It's not known why the birds did this, but the best assumption is that they succumbed to flock behavior and just followed the leader down. Chris, a tragic tale of man's impact on the birds.
What's the song that says "Wipe Out"?
I think it's called "Wipe Out."
And then there's also the bird.
It's a surfing bird.
Surfing bird.
Yeah, the I love Family Guy. Oh, sorry. You realize that was
I realize that you've watched a lot more Family Guy than I have.
Okay.
That's what I know. So I realize that you love Family Guy.
You have to know,
but
your enemy.
not every time that I mention something.
Is it inspired by Family Guy?
Obama. I love Fox News.
Oh man.
The balding gentleman. I love Mr. Clean.
Balding. I guess he had a little bit of snow on the mountaintop. No, he was compliant. He was entirely clean.
Puffy white eyebrows. I love Mr. Clean.
Yeah. He said that twice. You really like his products.
Puffy white eyeballs.
Eyeballs? Eyeballs. That's horrifying.
Yep.
What if you woke up one day and you had just had hair going out of your eyeballs? That'd be bad, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to paint that on orange velvet.
Very warm eyes. He had
Very warm.
He had warm eyes.
He had the cuddliest eyes,
He
Chris.
had soft, cuddly
the
eyes.
cuddliest eyes. He just wanted to reach
to
out and
roll
feel him
them.
as he screamed in pain.
Wanted to shave him and make a jacket.
This has been Those Damn Ross Kids.
So, Chris,
No.
So Chris, what can the listeners do?
I said no.
Okay. You can go and check us out on iTunes. You can subscribe to us. You can review us. You can rate us. That really helps us out. Facebook.com/Those Damn Ross Kids. Leave us a comment. You can call us on the voicemail that is 419-528-TDRK. It's not toll free, but hey, this podcast is. And most of all, you can keep on listening and tell your friends about us. Anything else?
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend. Share us. Spread this with the world. Good night.